in Group J between Austria and Algeria. The Austrians struck in the 96th minute through Sasa Kalajdzic's last gasp equaliser, and now both sides reach the round of 32. They both got the point that they needed. Riyad Mahrez thought that he'd scored the winner in the 93rd. That would have made Algeria runners-up, but Kalajdzic did get that equaliser. It did look, though, just before that it was going to be a fatal blow for the Austrians that would have sent them packing. I mean, this is the magic of the World Cup right in action before our eyes here, Shaka.
It really is. And a lot of times, especially in these third games of the tournament, we're looking at all sorts of different conundrums.
Conundrums?
Yeah.
All right.
Whether it's head-to-head and it even comes down to, at times, and we saw this 3.5 years ago in particular, yellow cards, and how quickly things change. And again, we've seen these games, we've seen these groups being decided in the closing moments of the game where things just get absolutely frantic. Nobody seems to have any kind of pattern of play. Everybody's just throwing everything at the fan and seeing what sticks. And credit to Austria for getting the best in that absolute chaos.
Elsewhere in Group J, not really much to play for between Jordan and Argentina, but we still have a lot to talk about after this game, because we did see Lionel Messi rested but coming off the bench and making a difference once again. Ale Moreno, this is a man, you can't keep him down. Even when he's benched, he comes on and makes a difference.
I knew we were going to talk about Messi, but there wasn't a whole lot to talk about in this match, or Messi in particular. What we saw from Lionel Messi was essentially a training session in what's supposed to be a competitive environment. Just get some touches out there, Leo, and he found himself a goal. Now, I know Shaka doesn't want to talk about it, and this is perhaps not the main topic of conversation, but the goalkeeper for Jordan, are you joking with me right now? Huh? In both free kicks. Both free kicks, Shaka. Not just the one goal from Lionel Messi. Lo Celso also in the first half. Your boy, Shaka-strophic. Your boy.
Anything to say, Shaq?
Low sun. Low sun this time of year when it just comes over the top of the stadium.
It's an indoor stadium.
OK, what we can look at then is Argentina's path. Argentina against the darlings of the tournament so far, Cape Verde in the round of 32. OK, let's get to it. Then after that, it could be Australia or Egypt. This is how things are looking on their side of the bracket. What are we thinking? Well,
it's a beautiful bracket for Argentina. I know that much. You look at that bracket and you're going, yep, I like this. I like this. You're not seeing any of the big boys up until they get to Colombia. And Colombia is not really a big boy per se. And so all the way to the quarterfinals, it seems very open for Argentina. It's just a matter of whether they're able to meet their standards and their expectations. But Argentina, at the very least, should be at the quarterfinals.
Because we can say that sat here, but then is there a fear that you do underestimate this competition that you've got coming up?
Yeah, then I think you just have to be careful of not getting complacent and have to play to your potential, just like Ale had mentioned, to the expectations of what you need to do in order to perform and continue. I have no doubt that Argentina can accomplish that task because of also the depth that they've showed last night. But yes, as a team, in order to continue that standard that you expect, you have to make sure that just because the talent or the opponent isn't quite of the quality that you are, that you continue doing what you're supposed to be doing in order to get further. So yeah, it might be an easy bracket for them, but they have to be careful in those moments.
What a beautiful summer it's been for Cape Verde, though. Now they get rewarded with Argentina to face in the World Cup.
One of the kind of feel-good stories coming out of this tournament in their first World Cup, how they started. Zinha was the story certainly of match day one. And everything from here is a bonus for them. Being here was more than they could have expected. Now you come up against Lionel Messi and Argentina. Regardless of what comes of that game, I think Cape Verde celebrate, and rightly so.
Regardless of what comes out of that game?
Regardless.
Okay.
Cape Verde celebrate, regardless.
Yes, I'm just saying. We know what's going to happen in that game.
Well, I'm just saying regardless.
But how wonderful to test yourself against Lionel Messi, who, as mentioned, did score in this game as well. When you took at the longest scoring streaks in World Cup history, Lionel Messi with another record here, sitting on top with 7 goals.